Alright, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. Another contest response video, that's right. I'm telling you, this is very neat, this one around. It is for a channel called Dave the Pickup Artist, that's right. Dave happens to be a regular viewer of my Psycho's Platters live streams, and does contribute occasionally into the comments and such. But he has over 200 subs on his channel. Congrats on that, Dave. So what exactly is the contest? Well, he wants you to go off and mention 5 of your favorite Psych albums. That's right. Now, Dave, you're going to have to forgive me a little bit because I'm still moving some things around in the collection, so I was looking for certain things, just couldn't damn find them. That's all there is to it. But if I wanted to get into this contest because it's fun. So not exactly in any particular order to my knowledge here. We'll start off with actually one of my favorites. I only have maybe like 1 or 2 unknown bands. Some of these ones are pretty mainstream for Psych here, okay? But to start off here, we've got the second album from Jefferson Airplane. That's right, Surrealistic Pillow. But this is a glorious mono copy, that's right. This was gifted to me from my friend Doug Fields, who is the host of the Vinyl Grotto radio show on YouTube. And here's the front, here's the back. Of course, on the good old black RCA label. Unfortunately, not the best condition, but this will gladly do until I can find myself a better copy. This is one of those ones that I really was seeking in mono because to me it just sounds better. Alright, like I said before, second album from the Airplane, first one with Grace Slick, who of course came from the band The Great Society after Signe Anderson left. Also making an appearance on here on a handful of tracks, Jerry Garcia, that's right. Jerry Garcia plays pedal steel and other little interesting instrumentations here. I like the mono takes on Somebody to Love and White Rabbit especially, and if I remember correctly, they might have used different takes or mixes for the radio singles too. So like I said, one of my favorite Jefferson Airplane albums, and one of my favorite 60s Psych albums also, of course, from the Hyde-Ashbury days. This next one here is kind of a head scratcher to me. I found this probably about 5+ years ago at a Goodwill for $1. It was the cover that got me, okay? On ABC record, Ford Theater Trilogy for the Masses. That's right. Look at that eyeball. Just look at it. It is a gatefold, though. I don't really have a hell of a lot of information on these guys other than this was the only album that they ever did for the label. If I remember correctly, this is 1968. Very strange sounding. I'm not going to lie to you on that. But still, an awesome little Psych record. This thing here is pretty close to minty that I've ever seen. But this Goodwill that I got this from is actually pretty well known for getting some strange stuff that people seem to overlook. I've picked up a handful of treasures from this place over the years in different genres, but Ford Theater on ABC from '68. Now, anytime that I can ever make an excuse to show one of my favorite bands in a video, whether it be my own or a contest video, you're damn right I'm going to go off and do it. And Dave, this is no exception. So, as you and maybe everybody else out there knows, I'm a huge Monkees fan. And yeah, head does count, in my opinion, as far as for Psych is concerned. The previous album that they did, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones in late '67, did dabble in the Psych territory, of course, in certain tracks, especially with the Moog instrumentation, which was, previous. But then you start going into, here's the front, here's the back. This is an original Cold Gems, and if I remember correctly, this is a true first press, because the goof up here is that Jerry Goffin's misspelling of his name that I did not know until actually a few weeks ago. So a nice true first press on this. I picked this up sort of dirt cheap at a record store back up in Illinois years back. But this came out in late 1968. They're saying maybe around November of '68 this album came out. Porpoise Song, one of my favorites. Okay, seriously, that is just out there. Way out there. I love it. Head is a very strange movie. If you're a Monkees fan, it's a polarizing thing to the fans. I get this album totally, okay? And of course, there's 5 songs along with bits of dialogue from the movie. It's basically the band and Jack Nicholson. Yeah, that Jack Nicholson. Who ended up creating this thing, and it's a cult classic, and of course this being a on the fringe Psych album. Yeah, for that's their little bit right there. But I like all the little tracks on here other than Porpoise Song. As we go along, do we have to do this all over again? That's Peter's Time to Shine. Circle Sky for Mike. Hold about 5 or 6 different tracks on here of the Monkees. Head, that's right. Nice little Psych masterpiece for them. Now, actually I fibbed. I managed to have a little bit more than 5, and that's okay. This next one here, I know you're sitting here going, Brotherhood, what the heck? On RCA Records, alright, what this is 3 members formerly of Paul Revere and the Raiders, after they left in 67, 68 roughly. They ended up making 2 albums, and the first one here, in my opinion, does dabble in Psych, especially the single Jump Out the Window. If you've never heard it, very trippy. It should have been a hit back then for these guys. Here's the front, here's the back on that. They made 2 albums, and I thought I heard that there was a 3rd one that remained unreleased in the can. But seek these out if you're a Paul Revere and the Raiders fan, or you want some strange psychedelic twists. Brotherhood on RCA. This next album, courtesy of the state of Ohio, it's not in the best of shape, I'm not gonna lie. My friend Doug Fields also once again found this for me for 25 cents, and I know you can't really see, but there is on the back here some annotation, like a stamped free, even though it's not like a white label promo copy, The Damnation of Adam Blessing. Very, very cool stuff. Unfortunately, as you can see, the split there, this will do until I can find myself a better copy. They ended up putting out on U of A here, they put out 2 albums, Damnation did, and then they changed their name to Glory for some reason. Cookbook on here is really good. They do an interesting take on Last Train to Clarksville. Yeah, speaking of monkey segues, right? But there is definitely some far out stuff from the Damnation of Adam Blessing. And as an added bonus, because I'm a smartass and I like adding extra albums to things, we're going to go in a little different direction here. We're still going mainstream, but it's an album that pretty much barely really anybody really knows or cares or even talks about. About a couple years back, I found this sucker for $2.99, and I was going, It's called Revolution 69, The Lovin' Spoonful, featuring Joe Butler. Now it says that, but realistically, Steve Boone and Jerry Yester, who of course replaced Zalianovsky in '67, they're still here. It's just a John Sebastian-less Spoonful. They go into some very strange directions here. Out of all honesty, you've got Psych, you've got sound effects, you've got little bits of noise. No wonder why this thing didn't sell. And of course, you know, the album cover itself is a little goofy too. I mean, they did end up getting Never Going Back was the 45 off of here, that's right. But that was recorded before this album was even done. So, like I said, Revolution 69, finishing off with the Spoonful. So, Dave, congratulations on your 200 plus subs. And you know what? Go like and sub his channel. Very awesome guy with the really bad puns. Almost as bad as mine. What can I say though? So everybody, take care. God bless. Rock on. Have fun with this contest because it's a very fun contest. I've already seen a couple submissions from other people already, like I think Vinyl Richie, and I saw a couple other ones. I think Rach did a video too. So take care. God bless. Rock on, and always park the coffee each and every time. See ya.